Hey guys, welcome back to Katy Rain Part 3. We are now on day 4, and I think we're going to make it through the rest of the game today, hopefully. We've only maybe got an hour and a half of playtime left, I believe. So, if that all goes well, so let me get all my necessary windows open for my streamers, or my stream viewers. And, alright. Let's get into it. Day 3 start. Load. Okay. So, Kathy just had a weird dream about a monochromatic version of the Crimson Man talking to that weird boy we found in the cemetery who randomly disappeared and was looking for his mom. We stayed the night, and there's something definitely fishy with the Church of the Holy Trinity. So, let's go see how Grandma's doing. I am playing this mostly from memories. I will be transparent about when I'm using a guide.
Oh, good morning.
Hi, Kathy.
What morning? Wow, this is quite the surprise.
You have such a lovely friend, dear. We've been chatting all morning.
Oh, I have no doubt. She's quite the talker, this one.
You sleep even longer here than you do back home.
Oh, gee, must be the blissful lack of distractions here, E. Can I talk to you for a sec, outside, alone?
Okie dokie, if your grandmother doesn't mind being left all by yourself for a while.
Sure. You go ahead, children. I'll be right here if you need me.
What the hell is wrong with you, E? Is the concept of personal boundaries new to you? This is not cool. What are you doing here, Eileen? See, this is what I mean. Eileen's a cinnamon bun, but, like, she does get a bit invasive, and I love that Kathy is also not afraid to call her out on it. So, this is not cool. What are you doing here, Eileen?
This is not cool. What are you doing here, Eileen?
Helping you, silly. Why else would I be here?
Clearly to torment me in one way or another. Was a single morning devoid of Eileen too much to ask? I'm frankly surprised that I'm allowed bathroom breaks by myself with you in the same building.
I was super bored. Besides, you never got back home last night. I wanted to make sure you were okay.
Well, as you can plainly see, I'm not a corpse.
You could be a very convincing zombie.
Very funny. You can go home now, E.
Fine. I won't tell you what I found in my research yesterday then.
Hate you.
I'm so glad you asked. I looked up a few statistics for this county, looking for any anomalies. First off, there's a high number of missing persons reports in the area. That wouldn't be too unusual if, let's say, the county had a high crime rate. But it doesn't. Violent crimes are actually lower than in other comparable counties.
Huh. That's just outright creepy.
It gets even better. It turns out that this county has the highest number of clinically insane in the state. And guess what? Conwell Springs County is tiny. Per capita, the difference to the county in second place is humongous, over 1,000%.
That makes some sense. I found out that this cocky person is Loctite at Ingstrom's.
Wow, we should go talk to him, right? He must have some answers.
That's the plan. I should probably fill you in on the rest I found. So, I'm gonna head over there today and confront Isaac about the paintings.
Don't you think it's a bit risky, Kathy? It could just backfire and piss him off.
Oh, I'm hoping it will. Nothing wrong with some good old provocation to make people show their true colors.
You never gave him the picture of the lights, right?
Nah, didn't want the guy to faint. He sounded pretty brainwashed about the Holy Trinity thing.
And none of the church people know who I am, right?
I guess not. So?
My point is that you grilled the priest good yesterday. You already tried it your way. I'm a fellow Christian. Maybe I could try something different, like make up a cute cover story and pretend to want to join their church. If he still won't trust me, I can show him my copy of the picture. Maybe it will make him open up.
I suppose it would give me enough time to drive back to the city and talk to Jimmy before it gets too late.
Yay! Oh, let's do it! I'm so excited. I can't wait to lie to people.
You know that's a sin, right?
Oh, I'm sure Jesus will make an exception this time. After all, he loves me.
I'm not gonna waste any time then. Let's catch up on the phone tonight.
Okie dokie. Talk to you later.
I can't wait to lie to people. So I'm just like, Eileen, you're a cinnamon bun. I love this shot,
Hello,
and I
Jimmy.
love
I've been
this
looking for
discussion.
Oh, is it for real this time?
Yes, this is all very real.
So you're going to ask me about Joseph now?
How do you know that? Who told you?
You did. Every time you came here.
You're not making any sense, Jimmy. We've never met before.
I'm making perfect sense. Everyone says so. I'm the sharpest tool in the shed. All bets are off now, Missy. Better buckle up and enjoy the ride. Forget all the rules. No going from top to bottom. No checking off all the items on your list. Start by asking me about the young chronicler.
Yeah, so this is actually my favorite shot in the whole game because it looks very cinematic. And I very much enjoy it. And you actually do have to ask things in the correct order. So I would think the young chronicler would be Lily Myers.
Was Lily Myers the chronicler?
The drowned girl, yes. She saw the loops, the endless possibilities. She found that the branches had all been severed. Nothing but inevitability remained, staring her right in the eye. In the end, she was pulled across the great threshold, just like I was. I was next.
Next for what?
You're not listening. I'm next.
Ask about Jimmy Cochran. And this whole thing is very David Lynchian. I'm seeing that now on a second playthrough more than I am in the first, after having seen more of his work. So I think, yeah, I'm next.
What happened to you, Jimmy? Why are you in this place?
I'm not. I'm 6 feet under, looking up, watching reruns without a care in the world. You know, Joseph was a beacon. His passing sent ripples traveling in all directions, touching all of us with burning intensity. In my case, resulting in immobilizing guilt. After all, I sent him out there. It was all my fault.
What was? What did you ask him to do?
Be patient. We'll get there eventually. We need to follow the rules. Let's continue, ironically, with the men who break the rules.
Those would be the Black Cats. Yeah, I love this too. I really like surreal, trippy stuff. So the Lynchian motif of like the waking dream is just super fascinating to me. So those who break the rules are the Black Cats.
You mean the Black Hats? They're the men who break the rules?
Indeed. Your father broke every rule in the book, did he not?
That's a mild way of putting it.
I feel your pain, but you will be free of him soon enough. I've seen you atop a great pit, dropping the last remaining memento of him into the empty blackness below. Your mother, on the other hand, that's a story with a different ending.
You know Mom? How is she?
Why don't you see her yourself and find out?
It's complicated. The last time we met was ugly.
Looking away won't make it any less ugly, Katy.
I know, just not yet.
Very well. Let's go see the man you reunited with his family.
The man you reunited with his family. Oh. That picture of the red man that we put holding hands with Nathan. who, this man as in Jimmy Cochran, or as in Joel Staff-Hosto, the creator, or as in David Lynch, who inspired this. Because Joel Staff-Hosto is a genius.
The man in red? Is that who you're talking about?
Yes, indeed.
Who is he, really?
The collector of souls. The one who beckons and prepares. Some call him a spirit guide. Others, a devil dressed in red. You are doing so much better than the last time. Now, ask me about the first thing you can think of.
The first thing you can think of, to me, would be the first thing in the list, which would be the incident in 81.
What happened to my grandfather in 81?
Oh, Joseph. Wrong place, wrong time, wrong friends, wrong life. An unstoppable force meeting an immovable object. There had to be course correction, Katy. The house always wins.
What did you ask him to do?
I asked him to find the source and destroy it. For me, for Lily, for all of us.
The source of what?
Everything. The madness, the betrayals, the limitless suffering.
How would he do that?
I don't know. Joseph had a plan. He had allies.
Allies? Who?
The man in red. Someone else, too.
I found the message you left for Grandpa. You said, "It happened to you too." What did?
Meeting the lights, of course. Don't you have my picture from the night in the forest?
You mean this?
Oh, yes. They felt so warm, so comfortable, luring me in. But when they got close, I could feel my mind split in two. I found myself with one foot on either side of the line, the thin line between hell and here. It felt like breathing through my nose with my mouth underwater. No wonder some sink beneath the surface, never to be heard from again.
Was that what happened to Joseph, Jimmy? Did he sink to the bottom?
I wish I knew. I'm just a man stuck with his ear up against the wall, picking up a word here and there. I'm so tired, Katy. I can feel the lights even now. Endless static in my head, like a TV tuned to a dead channel.
But what are they? Where do they come from?
The cradle of obscurity. The alpha to our omega. The distorted mirror.
Why are you constantly speaking in riddles?
Why do you assume I have a choice? We are nearing the end. Ask me about the misguided faithful.
That would be the Church of the Holy Trinity.
Is the Church of the Holy Trinity the misguided faithful?
They are, yes.
What makes you call them that?
Isn't it obvious? They believe the lights are divine. The lights are neither divine nor unholy. They are but a twisted reflection of us. The judge and the jury, our innermost child, our greatest fear. Everything we long for and desire. It's more than most of us can take. The cup runneth over.
How do I stop them?
You must go to their birthplace, their source. You must go to the cradle. It's the only way to save your friend.
What? Are you talking about Eileen?
Yes, she is being claimed. She's in great danger. You have to go back, Katy. Nurse!
I need more than that, Jimmy.
Nurse, help!
I need to find Eileen.
Let's go to the church. Let's be real, we knew this was a bad idea. As soon as Eileen was like, maybe I can go help. Like, I remember even the first time I was like, girl, you gonna get kidnapped. Alright, let's go poking around.
Locked.
Try that one. Oh, yeah, I guess we can.
I'm sure Isaac has kidnapped Eileen. I need to find her before something terrible happens to her.
In case you were wondering what Kathy's note
Wouldn't
was.
be a church without one. A closet. Definitely large enough for a corpse or two.
You shouldn't be saying that when your friend's kidnapped.
Oof, no corpses, just a bunch of priest outfits in there. Nothing interesting in the pockets either. Books on spirituality and theology. Nothing unusual. A small cabinet with a lock on it.
Right.
Locked. Nope, not the right key.
For the shot. Remember, I am going off memory here, so anybody screaming at me, not in chat right now, but you know, later.
Just old furniture and boxes filled with random junk.
There we go. Mod started screaming at me just incoherently.
William T. Price. So that's Father Bill. Looks more like a businessman than a cult leader.
Yeah, remember Goober told us that Isaac would be happy to talk about how his father was a cult leader, but he actually spoke about his father very highly. So that should have set off alarm bells as well.
I wonder what the church was like back when Father Bill was in charge. Just old furniture and boxes filled with random junk.
Okay, so there's like nothing hiding under the sheet.
Nothing unusual, just a schedule of typical church events. There they are again, watching my every move in this place. Isaac's desk. There might be something useful inside.
Hint, hint. Game screaming at you.
Found a large old key in here.
Hey, what are you doing in here?
Oh shit. Busted.
Cut the bullcrap! Where is she? Where's Eileen?
What in the Lord's name are you talking about?
Red-haired girl, I know she came here to see you. Tell me where she is, or I'm calling the cops.
I don't think that's quite necessary.
Oh.
Breaking and entering, are we?
You don't understand, my friend has been kidnapped. Shit, it's not what it looks like. Oh, for fuck's sake, just take me to jail. You don't get it. Fucking kidnapped her.
You don't understand. My friend has been kidnapped.
Funny story. Hands behind your back. Now!
Ugh, you gotta be kidding me.
Better hope that Father Price doesn't press charges.
I want my phone call.
Can't hear you in there.
You are such a fucking prick.
Enjoy your little vacation. I know I will.
Okay, well, that's illegal.
Well, this blows.
Thank you, Kathy.
And I smell like goober. Fan-fucking-tastic.
That's illegal.
I need to get out of here. Who knows what that freak is doing to Eileen right now?
Alright. Yeah, you're also illegal, Chris.
Looks like the mop is within reach. Maybe I can make some use of it. Okay, now what?
Good question.
I don't see how those things work together.
Mop. Okay, we can hit a couple of things. Maybe the small TV. If not the small TV, the bulletin board.
I don't see how those things work together.
Okay, we'll try the bulletin board.
Worth a shot. Oops.
Mod said use it for leverage, and I'm sitting there thinking these are not pin barrel hinges. I'm sorry, I lived in the world of Pirates of the Caribbean. I'm not kidding, for 6 months last year. I was just on a pirate binge, so, you know, pin barrel hinges need the proper leverage.
A bunch of documents, some pins, and paper clips.
Are we gonna pick our way out of here?
These paper clips might be useful.
I think we're gonna pick our way out of here. Combine. Let's look
Two
at them.
large paper clips, nice and thick. These are probably robust enough to make a lockpick out of them.
Yup, okay. We're absolutely going to moon logic our way out of here.
Okay, let's see if I still got it. Not perfect, but they should get the job done.
Oh shit. I forgot there's a mini game. Oh, there's a certain order you have to hit them in. Yep. Okay. Okay. There we go.
I'm so good. I saw Lenny put my stuff in there.
Yoink.
Okay, got all my things back. The key I found in the church, too. Huh?
Hopes in jar. An inkier heart. Rule me, Nemesis.
What the hell? That was creepy, whatever it was.
Alright, let's just walk on out.
Good thing the bike was still where I left it.
Outside the church? So what this description? A big old key? An old key would needed to be used in the church. Maybe. It's old.
It's old and rusty. There's something inscribed starting with PR. The rest is unintelligible.
Price. Okay, yeah.
This thing looks ancient. Must lead to some old place.
Okay, yep. Got it. In the wrong place. There is the Price Mausoleum in the cemetery, which is, if I'm remembering correctly, where that bullshit puzzle is where I actively needed the guide, because I was like, what the fuck?
It says Price. It must belong to Isaac's family. A family mausoleum. Isaac's family must be pretty rich. Those things don't come cheap. Locked.
Not for long. Oh, look at that.
I did what you asked, Father. But something is different about this one. It's not taking like it should. She may be protected. Yes, we'll just have to wait and see.
Oh, good. He's crazy.
More souls then. Yes, they all deserve to bask in the glory of God. Hey, what's that?
Eat this! Eileen?
Can't do anything.
Snap out of it! No, God, it's happening again. Just like it did with Grandpa. What did he do to you?
Likely the lights. Ugh, okay, that's... Yeah, that vacant
She's
expression.
catatonic, breathing but unresponsive, just like Grandpa.
What about you? Are you gonna wake
He's
up?
knocked out cold.
Good.
You won't get away with this.
Cool.
Wake up, E.
Oh, good lord. Sorry, I just got a notification. These guys, this dev team that I really like, has been promising a Kickstarter game called Rides with Strangers forever, and they just keep making new Welcome to the Games. They just made a third one. So I'm annoyed. The notification popped up on my phone for one of my favorite YouTubers. Anyway, Eileen. They've been promising Rides with Strangers, for reference, Trisha, since before I met you, but since we were working at the same place. Okay, she must be protected. Likely actually by her cross.
I don't think that will help her.
No, I don't think it will either.
Let's
Okay.
get these ropes off of you.
Yeah, first let's untie her. I was just thinking it was weird we didn't have anything to secure Isaac with.
That should do it. Wake up, E.
Okay, we know talking to her is gonna get that creepy thing. Does he have anything on him? Look at Isaac, talk to Isaac, search Isaac.
He had a key on him.
Cool. Now we have more keys that we don't know what to do
A
with.
small key with a tag attached labeled Storage A5. Maybe there's a self-storage facility in town. It looks a lot like the key I found in the attic. Maybe they're somehow related. This must open some kind of storage unit.
Okay. I guess I can't do anything for her here.
William Thomas Price, born February 13th, 1931, died October 21st, 1983. Father Bill himself.
Okay, let's see if like leaving just like takes her with us, quote unquote. Or like has Kathy call for help.
All right,
Yep.
we'll take it from here.
Should we bring what's her name to the clinic?
Eileen, and no, she's not physically hurt, it's just shock, that's all. I'll take care of her, please, just drop us off at Grandma's.
All right then, but don't think you're off the hook for that stunt you pulled at the station. Considering the circumstances, I'm gonna refrain from hauling your ass back to that cell. You better not leave town until we've sorted all this out, or you can look forward to a statewide APB. Got it?
That's more than fair, Sheriff. Thanks.
Good. Come by the station when you dropped off your friend. I need to take your statement.
I will.
How about I tell other law enforcement that you didn't
It's
give me
my
a phone
fault
call?
This has happened to her.
No, it's not. You know exactly who's to blame. That vile man behind bars or whoever is pulling his strings. Go there, find out what he knows, and get to the bottom of this. It's too late for Joseph, but maybe she still has a chance.
Well, I'm sure as hell not gonna wait here for her to rot away.
Good. She'll be safe with me.
All right then, I'm off.
Yeah, you think Kathy would report that to other law enforcement that they didn't allow her a phone call? Especially when she demanded it. I know. Poor Eileen. Yeah, Black Cat is completely grayed out. So is the clinic. I kind of wish they would take these off. Just like when they're not accessible. Just less clutter on the screen.
Hey, you're back.
I am. You guys want my statement?
Yeah, the sheriff is waiting for you.
All right. Let's talk, Sheriff. And that's when I found that creep with her tied up in the crypt.
Jesus. I had my suspicions about that church, but I never thought it went this deep.
Yeah. So, what happens now?
I'll call the judge and get a warrant. If we find anything else, that bastard won't get away with it.
Okay, can I go talk to him?
Go ahead. Ask Lenny to go with you if you need him.
Will do. Thanks, Sheriff.
Think nothing of it.
Yeah, you're still a prickhole. I wish Sheriff Reference was here. Let's go talk to Isaac. Hey, dickweed.
Hello again, my child.
I hope you enjoy that cell as much as I did.
For a man of faith, this is a room fit for a king. Speak what you will. I have all the time in the world.
Did you have something to do with what happened to my grandfather?
Alas, I did not. At the time, I wasn't enlightened, and neither was my father.
But Grandpa showed the same symptoms as Eileen.
Then he was claimed by God, without my guidance. Praise him.
Good. He's completely brainwashed.
What do you really know about Lily Myers?
Oh, the drowned girl is a conundrum. In life, part prophet, part mender. In death, ascended, united with the holy conduit.
Why did you have Lily Myers' painting stolen?
Because Charles Wade isn't a man keen on sharing.
Ugh, fine. Let me put it this way. Why did you try to get your hands on the paintings?
Lily was special in God's eyes, a chronicler, a bestower of wisdom. As an emissary of God, it was my duty to unlock the divine knowledge in her work for all of mankind.
Sorry, I'm watching my frame rate dip and stay there. Alright. Okay. It's like, what are you... I see you.
What is your church really about, Isaac? What are you trying to accomplish?
The same as any other church. All we want is the salvation of mankind.
By any means necessary? Clearly kidnapping isn't out of the question.
A necessary evil. I look at the bigger picture, the greater good. One day you'll understand.
You are quite obviously brainwashed. I'll stop you, if it's the last thing I do.
You can try, child. I have God on my side.
Who is the man dressed in red?
No one that concerns the likes of you.
Wait, so you do know something about him?
Certainly, but that knowledge is not to be shared with unbelievers.
Okay, but he approached me. Just saying. Also, yeah, it's up. It just had a brief hiccup.
Tell me what you did to my friend Isaac.
I offered her to God, and the Lord accepted her with open arms. She is part of his world now.
You're not talking about a Christian God.
Of course not. I'm talking about the old God, slumbering in the darkness beyond.
What are you saying? You offered Eileen's soul to this god of yours?
She is but one of many. I guided them all to the stairs of judgment.
Wait, so you were responsible for all those people disappearing? Going crazy?
All I did was bring them face to face with God. If they chose to reject him, they were beyond redemption.
Great. Please don't tell me he said, quote-unquote, old god is Cthulhu.
I don't need to ask him that now. I'm done here.
Good. Now go repent, sinner.
Go fuck yourself. You got a phone book? No, but there is one at Grandma's house. This is the only place I can think of where I would be able to look up a storage facility.
These should come in.
Nope. Use them. Okay. Search.
Okay, there's a place in town. Got the address, I should head over there.
Okay. It's
A small key with a tag attached labeled Storage A5.
okay.
Storage A5.
Oh, well.
This is it.
All right. Guess they go in reverse order. Nope. Where is it?
A bottle of paint thinner. This might come in handy.
I'll make Isaac drink it.
I don't believe this. They're ruined. He must have used that paint thinner on the paintings. That means there's only a single painting left. The one in the cabin. He must not have wanted anyone to learn the secrets of these paintings. Where is it? Was he trying to uncover something in these paintings? I guess he felt compelled to tell the world how hard he was looking for something. Lunatic.
Light switch. Okay. No trick like, oh, it revealed something. Alright, well, now we know that this key is similar.
Doesn't fit. Must be for a different unit.
Okay, so we know it's here.
It's a small key.
Aha!
Aha!
Okay. It was a little uncanny there, Kathy.
Just some old newspapers in those. Nothing useful.
Pile of junk, pile of junk, pile of junk. Boxes.
Empty. Found a tape in there.
Alright, I'll put that
There's
in
also
the
something else.
dicto.
A custody appeal form. For me? July 15th, 1981? I don't believe it. He tried to get me back from my mom. Right to the very end. Pull yourself together, Kathy. So that's where Grandpa's old uniform went. I wondered why I didn't see it in the attic.
I forgot about that, actually. That's really sad. Okay. No, I don't want you to leave yet. Okay.
This is Joseph Rain. Operation Log, Part 4. August 8th, 1981. The area appears to be circular, with along the outer perimeter. I've determined that some kind of endothermic reaction is taking place. So it's important to be observant of changes in temperature. Find the source. By severing the link, perhaps I can save them. Jimmy and all the others. Reoccurring dream. I'm standing in front of a huge black hole in a clearing in the woods. There's a man dressed in red, urging me to jump. I'm afraid to, but I take the plunge anyway. For some reason, I don't think I have anything to lose. As I'm falling, I reach for the parachute cord, but to my horror, there's nothing there. That's when I wake up.
All right. So, he was having dreams about the man in red, just like Kathy is. And it sounds like we're going to have to ruin Lily's last painting.
Anybody home? Guess not.
That's probably for the
Locked.
best.
It's a simple tumbler lock.
Oh, good. Post something that will upset them. It'll open. I say this as a former Tumblr user. Just not one that, you know, was crazy. Oops. Left myself open to hate. And just so you know, I can't actually use a guide for the locks. If you're going, go or click, they're randomized every time. Okay. Oh, I feel bad about having to do this.
Sorry, Sue. A hidden picture. Oh my god, that's Nathan. He's holding a girl underwater. It must be Lily. Wait, that doesn't make any sense. Lily wrote a suicide note, so either she planned this or saw it. Nathan is drowning Lily in the lake.
Okay, let's get the fuck out of here. Oh, good.
Nathan,
Yes?
I know about Lily, Nathan.
I like Lily.
Nathan, tell me what happened the day Lily died.
I don't know.
It's okay, Nathan. I'm a friend. I know the Red Man, too.
You do?
Yes, he told me to ask you about what happened to Lily. He said that you would tell me the truth, because you are honest. You're honest, aren't you, Nathan?
Lily was angry that time. Angry and sad. Mostly angry.
Angry with you?
Angry with everybody. Mama was asleep, Papa too.
Okay, what happened next?
Lily wanted to go down to the lake. She told me to hold her under the water for a while. She said I had to. She had painted it, and everything she painted was supposed to happen. I didn't want to, but Lily said she would tell Mama that I was bad if I didn't. But the Red Man says it was an accident, and that Lily is in a better place.
It's okay, Nathan. Lily was sick. It's not anyone's fault. When did you first meet the Red Man?
I don't know. I see him in the woods sometimes. He and Lily always fought.
They did? About what?
He wanted Lily to take her medicine.
What kind of medicine? Pills to make her less sad and angry?
I don't know. Just medicine. But you know what? It's okay. I still talk to her all the time.
You talk to Lily? And she talks back?
Yes?
Take me to her, Nathan. Take me to Lily.
You promise not to tell Mama?
I won't. I promise. Take me there.
Okay. See?
Get away from them, Nathan. They're dangerous.
No, they're nice. Look!
Maybe they can't affect him for some reason.
Poor little Mender met her end, witnessed so much she could not comprehend. Claimed by the lake, she screamed to her god, struggled for air as she twisted and clawed. But all was in vain, and her cries went unheard. 'Twas a heartbreaking theater of the absurd. There, you're being dramatic.
Sorry.
No pain, no gain. At least that color looks good on you. Astute observation, Bill. This room does hold the key. Well then, it's been a pleasure talking to you.
Jesus. Nathan? How long was I out?
Sorry, I've seen that trope in a lot of indie horror games a lot, where the painting cries and they try to do like the scream jump scare. That's why I laughed. Sorry. Okay, so the room he was standing in was the room in the church, and there's no one to stop us anyway. I really wish... Okay, I'll talk about it at the end. I'm finding a few more critiques than I did the first time I played it. Which is another reason I like playing these. Yeah, the painting cried blood, so obviously we have to fucking do something about that. Hey, Mod. Can you take care of that spam? Thank you, sweetheart.
A hidden safe. There's also a poem here written by Father Bill. I copied it to my notepad.
Oh, this is the stupid... Oh my god. This puzzle is like the one that everybody... Oh, and she banned him. Thank you, sweetheart. For anyone wondering, I got a spam thing. It was like, you want views? Go to this website and pay. But I'm like, no thanks. This is actually like the most infamous puzzle because it makes like little to no sense. So I lie in the center of the mark of the Lord. My wife gazes down as my sons stand below. I witnessed 3 dawns, felt warmth on my skin. Their radiant bronze lay nearby, not within. I don't know why you suddenly needed to rhyme. From east to west, I touched every soul. From lasting to brief, their parts made a whole. Then this first part should rhyme as well.
I'm sure there's a hidden meaning in this, but I think I'm missing something in order to make sense of it.
Yeah, you need to go to the price crypt. Yeah, I remember being annoyed with this puzzle. And I'll just be using the walkthrough for this again. I actually have it at this part. Just because I was like, I'm waiting on it. I actually did try giving it a crack. Mod can attest to how frustrated I got.
In the text, Father Bill's family members are used as reference points. Could he be referring to the physical layout of the graves? I copied the grave layout to my notebook next to the poem. Okay, these graves must somehow correspond to Father Bill's poem. Let's see if I can figure it out.
And now, Mod can see why I was so frustrated. I think I showed her when we were up there, but like, this is ridiculous. Like, around the time after we got home, because we were in a place with no internet, I went onto the Kathy Rain forums on Steam, and like, most of the topics were like, I'm fucking stuck. What the hell do I do here?
Center, above, below. Is he defining reference points on some kind of shape? I think I should figure out the previous part first.
Okay. So, the first part of the riddle, you have to make a cross. Center, above, below. So, it says, Mark Henrietta, Father Bill, Joshua, Isaac, and the one below Bill.
Of course! The sign of the Lord! Some of the graves can form the shape of a cross. Now, if I can only figure out which dates are relevant.
But, like, you wouldn't think to use an empty grave, right? You would only think that these first 2 rows would be the ones that were important, and you would just be like, oh, okay, this is showing that there's more space later, you know, in the crypt later. I witnessed 3 dawns, felt warmth on my skin, their radiant bronze lay nearby, not within. So, I think that's closer to him. I'm gonna look at this. Yeah, birthdays. I witnessed 3 dawns, so 3 births. Mark the birthdays of the people around Father Bill, Henrietta, Agatha, and Joshua.
Yes, that must be it. 3 dawns mean 3 births, and they're all adjacent to Father Bill's grave. I'm sure I'm close now. I just have to somehow narrow down these to the correct number of digits.
From east to west, I touched every soul. From lasting to brief, their parts made a whole. So this is east to west, so right to left. The long measurement of time to shorter to measurement unit of time to shorter to shortest. So of these three. So it's the year of, it says year on the right grave to month on the middle one to day on the left. Eh?
From lasting to brief. Year, month, day. That's gotta be it.
I still don't understand it, to be perfectly honest with you. Especially with that, right to left long measurement unit of shorter time to shorter to shortest. Like you would think 22 come before 11. Maybe I'm just stupid, but I remember a lot of people being incredibly frustrated with this puzzle, including myself. But thankfully I had a guide on hand just in case I got stuck. I just tried not to consult it. So we'll go put this into the safe. Maybe how many hours are in each, like each number? Or like each, like years longer than a month than a day. Oh! That would make sense. That would make sense. That could very well be it. Either way, for like a game that was I'm smart sometimes, smarter than me. For a game that kind of like held your hand the entire time, like has held your hand the entire time, they kind of throw you into the deep end on kind of like the Sierra level puzzles on that one. So we know from our notes. Ah, great layout sketch. 611122.
Yes! Found a bunch of torn out Bible pages and a tape in there.
Alright.
Father Bill must have wanted to hide these for a reason.
The Mending. The Mending is the sacred unity with God and the only way to reach true salvation. The Crimson One finds lost souls on behalf of God. Unshackled by time, he guides them and bestows wisdom upon them. He grants them dreams and visions, preparing them for the Mending. The living Menders must then descend upon the stairs of judgment. Each step reflects a piece of their soul. They must face their shadow self, a servant of God, who will oppose them at every turn. Lastly, the Mender shall perform the 3 holy sacraments. 3 holy sacraments. To unite with God, the 3 holy sacraments must be performed: the atonement of the Mother, the absolution of the Father, the contrition for the Son. God shall gaze upon the Mender, weighing their heart. The worthy shall be cleansed of sin and allowed to reach the sacred unity. FB? Facebook? The damned shall have their heart consumed and be cast into the abyss. JC plus LM plus JR. Joseph Rain, Lily Myers, and Jimmy Cochran. Oh, FB would be Father Bill. So the worthy shall be cleansed of sin and allowed to reach sacred unity, Father Bill. The damned shall have their heart consumed and be cast into darkness, Jimmy Cochran, Lily Myers, and Joseph Rain, who all had really horrible things happen to them. And Jimmy is alive, but he said he was next. Lily and Joseph died. comment about that, Kathy?
Ugh, that guy gave me the creeps. I wonder what his agenda really is.
Considering he's half Lynchian and half, like, Eldritch Abomination. I don't know, man. Get out of here. Okay.
This is William T. Price. My visions concerning my sons are troubling. I've watched them become corrupted with pride, turning their backs on our prophet, the Crimson One. I've seen the history of the church wiped clean, replaced with trickery and lies. This message is part of a fail-safe, should these predictions come to pass. I've hidden it so that only the true agents of the old God, selected by the Crimson One, may find it. Now, heed these words. You must stare into the abyss, and let the abyss stare back into you. It's the only way to cleanse yourself of sin and achieve true salvation. May God be with you.
Cool. So, your sons, huh? How about one very disappointing son in jail?
Listen to this, Isaac.
This is William T. Price. My
What
visions
is this?
concerning my sons are troubling. I've watched them become corrupted with pride, turning their backs on our prophet, the Crimson One. I've seen the history of the church wiped clean, replaced with trickery and lies. This message is part of a fail-safe.
I don't believe it. Father saw all of this coming. God, have I strayed from the faith?
It's not too late to redeem yourself, Isaac. I've met the Crimson One. We're on the same side.
Preposterous. No one has witnessed that apostate since Father's death. I've been north of the lake, but he's nowhere to be found. He abandoned us all, and the divine work now rests upon my shoulders.
You believe that you are carrying out the work of the Crimson One?
Don't think I can't hear that mocking tone of yours. I will speak of this no longer.
He mentioned north of the lake. That's part of Conwell Woods. I'll probably have to narrow it down more, but it's something.
They mentioned something about the temperature dropping as well. I can't remember where. But it was somewhere in this video. So we need a thermometer.
Father, have you abandoned me? I will atone for my sins. I swear it. God have mercy on me.
Conwell Woods. First. Only place I've seen a thermometer, yeah, is right there on the outside of the cabin.
$55. Not too chilly, thankfully.
Because we've even looked at it before.
I'll just borrow this for a while.
Oh, I remember this.
This thing should come in handy if I need to track temperature.
Which is exactly what we're doing. So it's colder areas. So we just need to walk around and look for places for the temperature to drop. A real Lost Woods kind of situation, essentially. Okay, it's starting to go down over here, so let's go to the east. Let's hedge up north a little bit. Nothing. East. Okay, so we can either go north or south. Did it drop? Okay, it did. I like glanced away 1 minute to see if Chad had said anything. This actually does remind me of the Lost Woods quite a bit, except you're following temperature instead of music. But just that whole forest puzzle maze. Okay. Yeah, Small agrees with me, especially with your name.
My God. What is this place?
This isn't suspicious.
Met her end. Someone left this message here for me.
Isn't that what the Crimson one said about Lily?
A huge hole with no visible bottom.
Okay, so we're going to go into Chapter 5 with this. So I'm going to go over my runtime a little bit to finish the game and talk about it. Because I think it'll take more than that half hour. But,
It's the red scythe flower. Must be hundreds of them here. So much for being endangered.
let's just take a good whiff.
Intense. Oh, they're making me a bit dizzy.
What's up?
Greetings.
You again.
Me again.
You better have some answers, Crimson One.
All in due time. Your friend is being claimed by the darkness. She's standing on the brink of the abyss as we speak.
Are you talking about Eileen?
Yes. If you wish to save her, you must descend.
Why? What is down there?
The tribulation, the reflection of the soul. We call it the mending.
Who's we?
My kind, servants of the old god.
To what end do you serve this god? What does your kind actually want?
All we want is for you to take your medicine, Kathy. For you to grow and be happy.
If that's the case, why were all those people hurt? Lily, Jimmy, Grandpa?
You misunderstand. What one wants and what one is able to do are two different things. Happiness is not a one-way street. It cannot be given, only earned. Your grandfather understood that. He embraced it.
Wait, you saw Grandpa?
Oh yes, right here. He was a tortured soul, desperate for some kind of meaning after losing the light of his life. He sought the power below, the vessel of redemption.
But Grandpa didn't make it. He failed. How could I succeed when he wasn't able to? He was so much stronger than me, so much braver.
Is that what you believe? Perhaps you don't know him as well as you think.
But why me? Why are you making me do this?
Because you so desperately need it, Kathy. You're haunted by your past, by all these painful memories long forgotten. They follow you like a shadow, pulling you down. They taint your every thought, impulse, and deep desire. It is foul to us.
This is crazy. I could just walk away, get on my bike and drive, forget I was ever here.
There's nothing stopping you.
Eileen. I can't leave her like that.
I see now why he speaks so highly of you.
You ever think he's tricking you?
Surreal. It looks like Grandma's, but different. Hey, where'd all my things go? My pockets are empty.
Cool, so we're in Silent Hill. Oh, bollocks. Sorry. I meant to hit escape and not Control-Delete. That was a reflex. Save game. Day 5 start. Save.
A small desk lamp. I can see something inside. There was a pen hidden inside.
Cool. So our inventory is completely cleared out now.
It's an old-fashioned pen. Plenty of ink inside. It's fairly sharp. Might have some other uses apart from writing.
Like stabbing. Please sign in. So...
Grandpa's name, my name, and Eileen's name are listed here. What the? You're not supposed to be here. Who are you? You look just like me. I should ask you the same thing, imposter. Do you like what we did to Mom? Don't you just want to kill her sometimes? I know I do.
What the hell are you talking about? Mom, she's here. You're a complete lunatic, aren't you? Okay, well, if I... taking Kathy's personality into account, as well as... like, I don't think... like, this is like someone who's kind of in their right mind. Kathy is not quite in her right mind right now.
Mom? She's here? You don't know anything, do you? Now, I'd love to stay and chat, doppelganger, but I have more important things to do. Ta-ta. The door is sealed by 2 thick chains attached with padlocks. The paintings resemble TV static. Guess the reception down here isn't too good.
Let's see the phone.
No dial tone. Gears are moving behind the window. Am I inside some huge, bizarre machine?
As long as you're not inside a machine for pigs, you're fine. Hey, yo.
The elevator is open.
Thank you, Kathy. I was hoping you would have something more to say. Alright, let's... we're on 1, I guess. Let's go to level 2. Okay, black hats.
That thing looks alive.
And vaguely Cthulhu-esque.
More gears grinding away. Something about them makes me uneasy.
That's a blood-soaked...
I don't even want to think about what happened there.
Yeah, that's a blood-soaked couch. How about you get off those boards?
A jukebox. Broken by the looks of it. Nothing is lit up.
Are we just not gonna look at the body outlines, which are not actually what happens, but alright. Walk through the door.
Oh my god. Mom? You're here?
Mom?
There's some blood on this wall.
We'll talk to Mom first.
It's Mom! She's being held up against the wall by something sticky. I have to get her loose, somehow.
Remember, Kathy had her institutionalized.
Was she always here? Is this the cause of her illness? Mom, can you hear me? Don't worry, I'll find a way to get you out of here.
Pen?
No use, it's not sharp enough.
Okay.
It's too tough. I might need something sharp to get it open.
Is the pen sharp enough to get the wall open? Yes, it is.
There was a scalpel hidden inside the wall.
Ah, because it's padded.
Got it.
I thought it was tiled for a second.
A razor-sharp surgical scalpel. Either a useful tool or a deadly weapon. There you go, Mom. Are you okay? No! God! Gee, it is trying to kill me!
Alright, well. Stab it again. I had no choice. I had to put you away. Mom, no. What have I done?
Mom! No, what have I done? I forgive you. Oh, God. Get me out of this place.
Refrigerator. Oh. Hopes in jar, an inkier heart, rules me nemesis. So that's what the radio said.
Refrigerator magnets in the shape of Scrabble tiles. The score values are off, though. I remember because the game I played with E the other day. Hopes in jar, an inkier heart, rule me nemesis. Not sure what to make of it all. There's a weird scarab thing in there. Got it. It's the red scarab I found in the refrigerator. When I shake it, I can hear something moving inside.
Okay, let's call the heart scarab.
It has a hard shell. I'll need something heavy to break it.
Alright.
Looks like a postcard is lying here on the floor.
Hi, baby girl. Living the life over here in Mexico. I have a new family now and I've forgotten all about you. I don't regret leaving you for a second, since your mom was a whore and I never loved you anyway. All the best, Dad. Catherine Ring, The Sinkhole, Conwell Woods.
You killed Mom. That wasn't Mom. It was some kind of monster. We're all monsters to you, aren't we? Kill her, Dad. No, it can't be. Who's your daddy now, bitch?
He looks like, some Dragon Ball Z character
Stay
I'm forgetting.
away from me.
Get. because that creaked, so he'll fall. Maybe.
It's locked.
Oh, shitballs. Shouldn't you break? No, 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 no. Yeah, let's make him walk across it. There we go. I was like, come on.
I've been angry with you for as long as I can remember. I've hated you, more than words can say. I will never forgive you, Dad, but I'm done being angry. I'm done with letting you have an impact on my life.
Hello, daughter. I should have done this a long time ago. There are so many things I wish I could say to you. You have 2 brothers and a sister here. They always ask about you, their big sister in the USA. Leaving you is the biggest mistake I ever made. Please forgive me, Dad. So, when I said we wandered into Silent Hill, I actually wasn't kidding. This is very Silent Hill-esque when it's like, confront your demons.
A small casket is placed in the middle of the cage. The chain looks broken there. Looks like the crank is connected to a mechanism for raising the cage. No use. The chain is broken. I'll need to fix it first. Nothing in this place appears to be tuned. More gears grinding away. Something about that.
So I think I missed something on the first floor. Because I can't do anything here. And the second floor we explored everything. So I'm going to use that spacebar trick. Maybe... it's the padlocks.
There are 2 padlocks here. One requires a key, the other is a combination lock.
Code is near. I don't have a key either. Okay, well the combination lock has to do with Scrabble letters. Oh, I see you. Network error. Hang on a tick. Go to my task manager. Refresh. Okay. Alright, cool. I'm back up. Sorry, it went to, it bottomed out there for a second. You missed nothing except for me looking at the padlock and musing that I didn't have a key.
I didn't hear an impact. Does it even have a bottom?
Likely not. But there is a combination lock which has to be related to the Scrabble tiles, and it said code is near. It's 4 letters.
Where did that thing go?
Okay. Hopes in jar, an inkier heart, rules me nemesis. Code is near. 4 letters. Code. Oh, code is near. Ah, I get it. N3 E2 A1 R5. So 3215. Oh, I thought I clicked exit. Get out of here. Three, 2, 1, 5. All right.
Doesn't look special to me. This padlock might be useful.
Yep. So the other one requires a key, which we don't have yet. But I know something we can use the padlock for. Well, the only other puzzle that we have. So let's combine the padlock on the broken link.
That should work.
Yep. And crankety yankety yank. It needs some force, huh? Honk.
There was a key hidden inside the scarab. It's the small key that I found inside the scarab. There's a keychain attached with a red heart followed by Ma. Guess somebody loves their mom.
Oh. Stupid thing dipping out here. All right. Sorry about that, guys. Sorry, I did click out of the game. I always make sure things are up and running when we're experiencing some lag. I mean, which we were lucky not to have lag the other 2 nights, let's be real. Alright. So, we got a key from the scarab. By putting the padlock there on the broken link. And we put it in the indent and crushed it. So now let's see what's in the casket.
A small casket is placed in the middle of the cage. Doesn't open, but I can see a keyhole.
Alright, well...
Do you see? I don't want to see.
Do you see?
Yes, kid, I see.
Do you know who I am now?
I don't like this. I want to go home.
You'll never go home. We won't let you. When you threw me away, this place took me in, nurtured me. Do you regret what you did?
So, if you hadn't gathered from that first dream that Kathy had, she had an abortion. And the child we met in the graveyard was her child. My mom is nearby. She's closer than you think. Her mom wasn't in the graves. His mom wasn't in the graves. His mom was right in front of her. Right in front of him. No, I don't. I've done nothing wrong. I just feel sadness. I took away a part of me, eliminating a possible future. Part of me does. I wish I could have been different. I just couldn't repeat the mistake my parents made. I don't know. This is such a tough topic. I don't know. I don't know. I'll get to that kind of near the end of the game as well, or like during the credits and everything. I don't know.
I don't know.
Even now you try to run from the truth. Answer me.
Oh, cool. I can't choose that as an option. That's annoying. I've never been in this situation, you know? So I guess a part of me does. I wish things could have been different. Because she was very determined to, she was like, I'm sure, you know, but she didn't want her mom to know. But she says, I hate that dream. I wish things could have been different. We don't know why she got the abortion.
Part of me does. I wish things could have been different. But I can't change the past. It's time for me to let you go.
Good. The heart must be pure. This is a fleeting moment that I've seen what comes ahead.
Who are you?
The dweller in the lake, the conduit.
Lily?
I feel like I know her, but something cracks inside.
I don't understand any of this. What do you want from me?
Only what you want from yourself. Nothing more, nothing less. We are nearing the end. He's ready to see you now.
Who is?
You know who, Kathy.
Yeah, that's not a pleasant topic.
The kid dropped a small key here.
He's not the kid, it's your kid, Kathy. Sorry, I'm watching my frame rate. It's dipping a little bit in the red. And we are literally at the end of the game. People also say the wife. Sorry. Same fan in, as, part 1 of the game came back in chat. Dipped again! Mother jumper. Come on now. I'm literally at the end of this game. Yeah, I know. Error 200. Oh. Oh, good. Is that lag or is that Twitch? Okay, no. Okay, I'm up again. Good lord. Sorry, guys. I'm literally at the end of the game, which is the most annoying part. It was definitely on my end too, because my upload speed is lagging. Alright. But yeah, I saw the Twitch guy too, actually, for the first time. But yeah, Worf, I guess, if you're still here. Small is wondering what you're talking about in reference to the wife. There's no error. My upload speed is fine. It didn't even dip.
Damn, it's locked. I don't see a keyhole. It must be bolted from the other side.
Okay, well.
Okay, now what to do with the actual chain?
Leverage.
It doesn't reach that far. I don't see why I should do that right now. Maybe I should figure out...
Alright, stop.
I don't need to lock that.
Ah, okay, I get it. I have to chain it to the door. And then, therefore, Kathy will be like, I need to lock these together. Again, it's been some years. Forgive me. 3 years. There we go.
We should be good to go.
Yeah, okay. You use the lift. Just press the button.
You have ruined everything. Why do you hate us so much? What did we ever do to you?
This mirror routine is getting tiring. You're persistent, I'll give you that. You again, I'm getting sick of your bullshit. That's a Star Trek reference. I'm sick of your shit.
You again. I'm getting sick of your bullshit. And I'm not afraid anymore. I see you for what you are. You are nothing but a fearful little child, and there's nowhere left for you to hide. Get the hell out of my way. No! You look a bit pale. No, I'm the original. I am! This can't be happening. I'm speechless. That's a first. No, it can't be. Grandpa!
It's so good to see you, Kathy.
Is it really you? You've been here for all this time?
It hasn't been that long from my point of view.
You look exactly the same. You haven't aged at all. But how is this even possible? You're dead. We buried you.
You don't have to worry about that now, Kathy.
I've missed you, Grandpa. I wanted to come back so many times.
I know you did. I've been watching you every step of the way.
I found out how you tried to get me back from Mom and everything.
I just wanted you to be safe. I wanted what's best for you.
Can I get you out of here somehow? I don't know how all this works.
I'm afraid that's not possible. I chose to remain here, so we could meet one last time.
But I just got you back. I can't bear to lose you again.
You don't need me, Kathy. You never did. You're stronger than you'll ever know. I'm so proud of the woman that you've become.
This is so unfair. This fucking sucks.
I know, darling. I know.
But why are you here then? Is it just another test?
No, the tests are over, Kathy. I'm breaking all the rules just by being here.
We have worked so hard to make this happen. You can end the cycle, stop the suffering. This whole place needs to be ripped away, separated.
That red fiend has no intention of letting your friend go. The only way to save her is to destroy this place.
What do I have to do?
You have to finish what I started. Ascend and burn them all.
Yes, the red ones above feed this place. Make them lick the flames. Hurry, now before he sees us.
Wait! Don't go! I need to go back up. I need to get out of here.
You don't want to explore hell living room? She's gonna say the same thing about the portrait of the gears. What's up?
It's the Red Man. He knows what I'm up to.
He's not exactly doing anything. Bye.
Ugh, my head. It's like the worst hangover ever. I need to stay focused. Burn them all, Kathy. Burn them all.
Alright.
It's too humid. The lighter alone won't be able to ignite them.
Alright, let's see. Notebook, stun gun, lighter, cigarettes, dictaphone, blah blah blah. Oh wait, paint thinner.
That should be enough.
Oh yeah. You may want to get the hell out before you start tripping again.
Major forest fire raging at Conwell Woods. The cause is yet to be determined. But the latest reports say that the fire has been successfully contained, largely thanks to the local lake, which provided ample water for the dousing efforts. Over to you, Mark.
Oh, thank goodness you're all right.
You're back. We were worried about you.
Oh, thank God it actually worked. Are you okay, E?
I think so, but I feel a bit different.
Yeah? You were out for a long time. Do you remember anything?
I think Isaac drugged me. I started feeling dizzy and weak. He carried me into the woods. I remember hearing the wind in the leaves and the biting cold. There was a weird, sharp smell in the air, too. I'm not sure what happened next. Things are a bit blurry, but I had a strange dream with a shimmering girl watching over me. It felt like she kept me safe somehow.
Lily
and
was
I woke up
protecting
on
her.
this couch.
It must have been your guardian angel.
I think so, too.
Well, I'm glad you're okay, E. Things looked scary there for a bit.
Yeah, Mary Elizabeth told me what happened, how you found me and got Isaac arrested.
Yes, about that poor man. The sheriff called. Something happened while you were away.
Welcome home, son.
Guess he finally grew a conscience.
I can't help but feel bad for him, despite what he did to me. In a way, he was a victim too.
At least we stopped him from hurting any more people. So, I guess this really is goodbye. A stupid part of me thought that if I would find the truth, I could be close to him again.
It's not stupid. We all look for love in the strangest of places. It's an inseparable part of human nature.
Jeez, when did you become so philosophical, E?
I told you, I feel different.
Yeah, me too.
Do you think any of it was real?
I don't know, E, but I hope we managed to stop it, once and for all. You know, despite everything, I think we made a half-decent team.
Really? You do?
Well, except for the part where you got yourself kidnapped. Try not to do that next time, okay?
Wait, there'll be a next time?
Okay, so that is the end. Yeah, written, designed, and programmed by Joel Staff Hosto. So this was literally a one-man team, and like all these people helped him. I think it's amazing. I think it's very commendable. I'm actually not as in love with it as I was a few years ago. I know I've sung its praises, and I still agree with Raw Fury that this was a game that needed to be made and a story that needed to be told. Yeah, here are your voice actors. They really have not been in much. They've been in small-time cartoons. I went and looked it up. Well, not small-time cartoons, but they've been like bit roles. So they didn't really get a lot of like high-profile voice actors, which is obvious, like with the budget, you know, with the smaller team. But yeah, it's a short game. I still think that the art style is beautiful. I think the music is beautiful. The sound direction is beautiful. I think that the voice acting was very well done, especially for a small project. But I have more problems than I did when I first played this and when I wrote my review years ago. I wrote that review 3 years ago. likely gonna get an error again. Yeah. Chat is informing me of lag. It's trying. Oh, it's trying. Meanwhile, I'm just sitting here like, I'm trying to record my final thoughts, damn you. This is fun. There it goes. Yeah, I think Twitch is on the fritz a little bit. But, yeah, I hope you guys caught what I was saying about, you know, like, the good things about the game, but I do find myself having more problems with it than I did 3 years ago. Granted, it will stay in my favorite games because, to be honest, this was actually my first point-and-click that wasn't a modern point-and-click. Modern point-and-clicks being Telltale games. Those are technically point-and-clicks. That's the way they went. And that... Oh. Hey, buddy. Bye, buddy. So, I mean, that's Kathy Rain. So, I still very much enjoy it. I'm gonna get the biggest problem out of the way, the ending. I think the ending is very short. We didn't need sequel bait, because the title literally says "A Detective is Born," implying that this is going to be the first of many mysteries. So that ending hook with, you know, Kathy being like, "We didn't make a half bad team," you know, like, it'll probably be better next time. I still have a problem with that. I still think it's pretty hokey. It felt pretty forced when a lot of the dialogue felt pretty natural. It was very, like, it was just kind of like sequel bait, and we didn't really need sequel bait when the title itself implies that this is the first in a series. And Joel has gone on record and on interviews saying that his next Kathy Rain game, which would be made after Whispers of a Machine, which is out and which I need to play. So I don't know what Mr. Hosto has learned, but this was his first game. This was a learning experience for him, and for your first real, like, dive, it's very good. It's well polished. A problem I have more so now is that characters outside of, like, Kathy and Eileen and, like, conflicts aren't really expounded upon. The game moves kind of at a breakneck pace. And that's why it only takes 5 hours to complete. Like, it was done kind of painfully so with Kathy's child. And I'm not saying that the game should have thrown it in our faces, but, like, we had one dream sequence and then it was like, oh, this is her child. And it's like, that's actually something that's very painful for a lot of people to go through. I would not know personally, but I mean, I've had family members that have lost kids and they've been shattered. And it's a very painful experience. As much as I kind of like the other world part of, like, day 5, it did feel kind of forced in being like, here's all your problems, face up to them, become a better person now. Boof. It's like that doesn't happen, you know, and, like, it was trying to kind of emulate Silent Hill in that regard, it feels like, where it was like you're faced with your fears, and these horrors, but, like, the differences between, like, this and Silent Hill is, like, Silent Hill, you don't come away unscathed. Something scars you every time, you know. In the case of the first game, you know, Harry came away with the trauma of losing his daughter. but the bittersweet ending, depending on what you did, of getting Heather, you know, and you know, like, you may or may not have lost Sybil depending on your choices. If you want to go with Shattered Memories, which is a retelling of the first game, I mean, there's definitely a lot of pain in that. 2 was the big twist, obviously. You done it. You didn't check the trunk of your car. You didn't check the back seat of your car. Your wife's there. And 3, like, the main... I'll cover, like, the main 3 in the series. And then, like, 3, it's Heather learning, you know, kind of what her whole role was and everything. You know, like, nobody walks away from Silent Hill unscathed. And this other world area felt very much like it was just kind of like Kathy walked away from it okay. Like, whereas I feel like there's a lot of conflicts that still need to be resolved. I don't think the thing with her father was resolved terribly well, but I also don't have an estranged personal close relationship like that, so people may disagree with me on that. But it felt very sudden. It just didn't feel like the conflict was built up. Like, certain places, like the like where the Black Hats were, I would have liked to see more of them, especially with the idea of Emmett saying, like, you're Brian's kid, that means your family. Like, clearly there was more to Brian. We were getting that, but, like, Kathy didn't want to hear it, understandably. Okay, a member of chat, I'm not going to say who, says they don't disagree from their own experience. That kind of trial would not be enough. So, I mean, I feel like it was all... I feel like the 5th act had a lot of potential to be very Wham-like. You know, just like kind of one punch after another, but like... it just kind of wasn't. It kind of fell flat on its face. The Crimson Man, and this is a critique on my last playthrough as well, should have felt more like a threat. He should have felt more like an interfering presence. He didn't do anything to stop this. This was like his whole long con, and he did nothing to stop this. Like, he did nothing. His face popped up, and like, that was creepy. That was a nice, like, little, like, ooh, like, you know, gives you, like, little bits of shivers and like, a couple of goosebumps. But, like, it was just like, oh, just light the flowers on fire? That's it? Like, why couldn't anybody else have done this? Like, really? Like, they built this up to be something really huge. They built this up to be a Black Lodge, White Lodge moment from Twin Peaks, which I saw so many more references now than I did before, like, even down to Mr. Dicto. The main character, Dale Cooper, talks to an entity, Diane, on his recorder. But, I mean, tapes were a popular thing in the 90s. A lot of us owned tape decks. So, I mean, it's not too out of it. You know, it's not too far out of the realm of possibility, but I'm seeing a lot of very heavy Lynchian things, and it kind of leaned on it a bit. And that's not to say it's not good, or, you know, you don't benefit from that. Because, I mean, yeah, I mean, you absolutely can. Because the next one I'm going to be commenting over is just simply a love letter to David Lynch, and it works wonderfully. So, I mean... the ending, I mean, the whole game's pace, like I said, it was breakneck. They were building up. I would say, like, the best scene was talking to Jimmy Cochran, which we did in this playthrough. The shot was very cinematic, and it was sort of a frenzied conversation from someone who was being driven insane by something. You had to do things in the right order. It was a very compelling scene. It just sort of made you, like, lean in and be like, okay, what else? Okay, what else? What else? You know, like, Kathy and Eileen are very well fleshed out characters. I think Eileen is a cinnamon bun. We never really got to see the duality of Joseph Rain that was brought up. Bo mentioned in the bar that there was more to Joseph Rain. Like he could be a really good guy, but on the other hand, he wanted to have his head smashed in. He was too naive. He was a shitty parent to Brian. But all we saw were like these good sides of Joseph, so. And then the whole thing with Lily, I am glad that they subverted like this whole trope of like mentally ill person is a murderer out of malice. It's like, I will give the game full credit on that one. I think it was very well done how they handled Nathan. It's very difficult for a lot of different types of media to handle mental illness, especially the kind that Nathan has where he sees himself as a child. And so he was literally just doing what his sister told him to do. Someone who was suicidal, someone who was brainwashed by this supernatural phenomena in the woods into killing herself. So, in a sense, it was suicide. It was like Kevorkian-esque. It was assisted suicide. And I liked the handling of that. I liked that Nate was not just like a cold-blooded killer because he didn't understand. And he had a childlike mind about everything because, again, it did not vilify mental illness as evil. It just showed that he was a little boy listening to his big sister because he was afraid of what big sister would tell mom and dad if he didn't listen. And he was afraid he was going to get punished. I thought that was actually very well done. I thought it was heartbreaking, actually. I find it very sad. But I feel like some of the ideas to be, Wham's, and Kathy's mom is a whole nother unresolved thing. We just don't know. Kathy never really came to terms with her mom being, she was just like, regardless of what you say, because I think I said I had no choice but to put you away the first time, it's I forgive you. And like that just seems to be it, but it's like we don't know why. I don't want. And Kathy throws the idea out there of like, is this place the reason that you're crazy? And I'm like, I'm hoping not. I'm hoping her mom was just mentally unstable. I don't think it is. I think it was just Kathy just frazzled and throwing ideas out there. But I want to see another Kathy Rain game. I 100% want to see another Kathy Rain game. I would be ecstatic. The day that is announced, that will go on my wish list. The day it is out, I will buy it. And I will play it. I think this game actually could have benefited from being a bit longer, from fleshing out some of the characters. There are some funny moments I didn't put in. Like I said, you can get an achievement for making Goober go back in and do every monologue in the clinic and tasing him every single time. It's pretty entertaining. But we saw Charles Wade once and he was built up to be this big important thing. Jimmy Cochran I can understand because of his mental instability, but Charles Wade was a really big part of the game that we spent a lot of time trying to get to, and he was just like, hello, Kathy, we fell out of touch because I became rich, and he was just kind of a douchebag, and nothing ever really came of it other than more info gathering. It was, I feel like we could have seen more of the side characters and gotten to know them a little bit better. Again, that's not to say this is a bad game. I think it is a wonderful game. I agree with Raw Fury, and I applaud them for looking at a game that they knew was not going to have a big turnaround and profit and going, this is still something that needs to be done. And it's still a story that needs to be told, because they are encouraging people like Joel Staffhosto and his creativity, because I do think that this was very creative despite my critiques. I still very much enjoy this game. I give him a lot of props for this. I'm excited to play Whispers of a Machine, and depending on how much I like it and how the gameplay is, it looks like another point and click. I might stream that as well. And yeah, if a Kathy Rain sequel comes out, you can bet your ass I'm gonna stream it. Don't worry about that, Trisha. So overall, I think it is still a good game, but there's a lot more faults than I remember when I first played it and I was captivated by it. But I've also kind of grown myself as, not really a gamer, but like as someone who has learned to look at things from a critical angle and analyze themes. And I mean, I'm an English major, so this is kind of what I do. Meh. So, I mean the critiques all in a like a good way, if that makes it's constructive criticism. It's not going, this is bad because it's bad. It's constructive criticism. Overall, it's still a fantastic game. I am kind of heartbroken that it's just kind of like cult status, because it is a point and click, it is a dying genre. And I think that Hosto's creativity is something to be absolutely 100% applauded. And I love that Raw Fury was not concerned about profits and put this out. I think that that is exceptional. So, yeah, maybe a bit more of a fleshed out world. Some more fleshed out side characters. Make the conflict and tension a little longer. Make your villain a threat. Because I was definitely creeped out by the Crimson Man more the first time through. This time I was just like, oh, what's up, buddy? Like, the most uncanny part about him is his eyes. That is incredibly creepy. And again, I'm just wondering why your big bad didn't do a damn thing to actively stop you and just stared at you through a static screen in like hopes that maybe that would freeze you in place. Although, one quick bit of research, because they did say doppelganger, and we use that as a very colloquial term. But let me do some quick amateur research here, because this was something that actually just popped into mind that I did not put into my review a few years ago. Oh my god, I can't spell anything. Doppelganger. I believe it was a negative term at first. Yes. In fiction and mythology, a doppelganger is often portrayed as a ghostly or paranormal phenomenon, and is usually seen as a harbinger of bad luck. Other traditions and stories equate a doppelganger with an evil twin. And now, of course, it's used in a more just like neutral sense, just to be like, oh, that person's your doppelganger, i.e. that person looks uncannily like you or almost exactly like you. But yeah, it's interesting that the fake Kathy called the real one a doppelganger. As in, like, Kathy herself is a harbinger of bad luck, considering Kathy has so much baggage. And very relatable baggage. Like, you know, she has a bad relationship with her mom. You know, she had to institutionalize her. We don't know what the fallout was from her having to abort her child. She had to abort a child. It's not an easy decision for anybody to make at any age. Period. You know, her father left. You know, like, she had family that was trying to sort of like get custody of her and, you know, make her life better. Like, these are all things that people run into. These are very real conflicts. Like, Kathy is a very real character. She's a real person. And so is Eileen. Eileen's a good-hearted busybody who, you know, just kind of sticks her nose in Kathy's business a bit too much. She's chipper, but she's sweet. She cares. She's very caring. You know, like, these were very real conflicts that Kathy had. So to see them dealt with so quickly, because the fifth day is the shortest by far, it's all kind of lackluster from kind of when you hit that Silent Hillish area. It was kind of doing really good when it was going more on, like, the Lynchian, like, what's going on, you know, like, than when we actually got there. And it's not, I don't believe it's outright horror. I can check the store page. No connection, screw you. I have a connection. I'm streaming right now. Oy. Let me get to my phone. Because I'm just interested to see if that's horror, because it's at least suspense, if not horror. Store search. Thank God for mobile apps. Kathy Rain. Boop. There we go. Kathy Rain. Come on. Please, really quick, just so I can wrap this up. Because I have things to say about, like, the idea of horror. Come on! Ah, there we go. Kathy Rain. I just had to click it 10 million times. Genre adventure indie, so it's technically not seen as a horror game, but even then it did have like this creeping kind of horror suspense to it. And even when you're going for suspense, it's when you find out what happens, when you find out like what you're chasing, like when you find the answers, that's when everything is kind of lackluster. Or it can fall to be like something very lackluster. So you want it to be a bigger kind of oomph. You want it to be kind of almost over dramatic in a way and powerful, because it can play in, I mean, it all depends on how you do it. It's a very fine line, but you want it to be a big oomph. And this was not really a big oomph. It was just kind of like a boop, you know, like maybe he ran out of budget, maybe he ran out of time. We don't really know, you know, like I did do quite a bit of research when I looked it up, but I did not see if he was like on a time crunch. But I have heard from our friendly Kathy Rain fan who popped in and out, and his presence was appreciated. I always like different viewpoints when it comes to games. That Mr. Hosto did learn from Kathy Rain for Whispers of a Machine. So I'm very interested, especially because that is a very different world type. So I'll get on that later. Anyway, so actually that concludes my streaming of the week. I have been seeing what you've been saying, chat. So I super appreciate your input. Chat has essentially been agreeing with me. That they really like the game, but my critiques are spot on. That I should stream a second Kathy Rain game. They agree. The big bad was lackluster at the very end. It was rather disappointing. He didn't do more to stop Kathy, especially with him at the very end after the credits roll, and he's just kind of there, like looking out after them. It's like, so do you have something else up your sleeve, Crimson One? Are we going to see more of you? I would like to see more of you in a more threatening, terrifying way. I would like you to really freak me out. Because he has a very uncanny smile, like Cheshire smile, you know, so, but, yeah, that wraps it up for Kathy Rain. So stream, hang on just a sec, but for those of you on YouTube, it has been a pleasure to share, essentially baby's first point and click, because I didn't grow up with these, and that's part of the reason why Kathy Rain holds a special place in my heart. Because this was the true first point and click game that I played. I did write a review on Kathy Rain if you were interested. The URL is, I believe, it's just valsvideogamevalhalla.com. So VALS video game Valhalla VALHALLA.com. And yeah, I wrote that review 3 years ago. There's some other critiques I could go into, but I already wrote them. You know, there are other praises I could go into. I already wrote them. So If you're interested in what else I have to say about Kathy Rain, go and check out the blog. Yeah, so if you saw this on YouTube and enjoyed what you saw, please go ahead and click that subscribe button. I would appreciate it. If you could also follow me on Twitch, would love that too. Facebook page, the whole shebang. Anyway, I really appreciate that. So I will see you guys in the next game.